What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville season 10, episode 11. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday night, and I intend on doing the exact same. Okay. What is going on, you guys? Okay, I'm back. I told y'all I was going to be back, y'all. I told y'all I was going to be back. And I am back to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, you guys. This is going to be the last review of the night. Before we get into anything, let me let you guys know a little something real quick. Let me put this overlay in here. I need to go on and prepare myself for this because it needs to be already being here because I don't want to have no issues trying to find it when it's time, okay? So where is it? Because I know I already made it already. Is this it? No, that ain't it right there. This is it. Okay, so as you all know, The Real Housewives of Potomac comes on tomorrow. But not only does The Real Housewives of Potomac come on tomorrow, Married to Medicine also returns on tomorrow. So I will be reviewing the show, of course, but I won't be reviewing it on Sunday nights because I have to review Potomac on Sunday nights. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be reviewing Married to Medicine every Monday evening, okay, right before the Whether You Like It or Not panel. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be reviewing Married to Medicine every Monday evening, probably around like 5 or 6 p.m. every Monday evening. So be on the lookout for that. And if I'm off work on that Monday, it just may be earlier that day. Who knows? But yes, you will be getting Married to Medicine reviews every single Monday. All right. So yes. So Potomac on Sunday, Married to Medicine on Monday, Miami on Tuesday, Salt Lake City on Wednesday. Now that roast review is about to be done and over with. Chasing Panel on Thursday. Nothing on Friday unless it's gossip. Love and Marriage Huntsville on Saturday. So that's what we got. That's how our schedule is looking right about now, y'all. All right. Once again, I just want to thank everybody for all of the DMs that I've received over the last 48 hours. Y'all have really been, showing me a whole lot of support, and I really do appreciate all of that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because if you know, you know. But I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody checking in. I'm just letting y'all know that your boy is good. I'm good. The situation is past, over, and done, and I don't give a damn. So what we got to look forward to is this goddamn show and everything under the sun. Okay. What we got coming up is the Scene ATL, which will be on December the 9th at 8 p.m. And I advise all of y'all to be in the building when that show comes on. Okay. I advise all of Scotty by Nature TV to be in the building when that show comes on, honey. Okay. Let me see, because I don't know. I know Catherine is in here. I know I said what I said is in here. But I don't know if they got the link to the platform that's going to show the show that I'm on. So let me go ahead and copy it so I can paste it in the live so you guys can get it on your own. Okay. Now, the show, which is called The Scene ATL, will be on Stylish TV, the Stylish TV platform on YouTube. And there is the link right here in the chat. I'm gonna need for I said what I said and Catherine to copy that link and paste it, every few minutes so everybody can get that link, go to the platform and subscribe and set their notifications on so y'all can be knowing what's going on with every single thing that's going on with Stylish TV as well as what's going on with the Scene ATL. Let me look at some of these comments before we get this thing going. Let me see. Scott is standing with you, bro, and proud of you. Screw them heifers. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was very surprised by all the support and all the love that I've received over the last 48 hours. I didn't know that everybody loved me like that, but it's been nothing but support, and that goes a long way when you are a decent person. So thank you for that. We love you, Scotty. Thank you, Vibing with Chris 2003. Okay. When does the show start? The show starts on December the 9th, honey. This Tuesday, December the 9th at 8 p.m. It's going to be every Tuesday. Okay, so now that we're at the 5-minute mark, we're going to go ahead and get into this episode. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I really wasn't feeling this episode until Miss Wanda showed back up. I ain't going to sit up here and tell you no lies. I really didn't care about this episode until Miss Wanda showed up. The queen is back. We needed Miss Wanda back for a long time now. And let me tell y'all something. I know y'all don't like that lady. I know y'all don't like that lady. I know that she's done some deplorable things. I know she's done some deplorable things on this show and on the internet and every damn thing else. I get it. But for this show, she is fucking hilarious. And that's what's been missing from this show. Nobody was funny. Martell ain't funny. Melody was not fucking funny. Who else was on there? Letitia wasn't funny. The only person that was sort of funny was Marceau. That's the only one that could give me a chuckle. But Miss Wanda wasn't there to give me all the chuckles. So I'm glad that she's back. I am. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I'm glad that Wanda is back. Okay. But anyway, let's get into Trisha and Letitia. So Letitia invites Trisha over. Trisha invites Letitia over. And they start discussing, Trisha and Ken's communication issues. And it seems like because Trisha is now in therapy, she is seeing that, she's seeing that it's a situation where things could get much better for her and Ken if they work on their communication issues. And Tisha was giving her experiences with having communication issues with Marceau, and how they can navigate through all of that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So then Trisha starts speaking on her experience with therapy, and it looks as though she's having a good time going to therapy. It's really been a good thing for her to be in therapy and get everything out of her in regards to the anger issues that she actually has. And one thing about it, and two things for certain, when you go to therapy, that first therapy session, if your therapist is good enough, that very first therapy session be on point, because sometimes them therapists be knowing what the fuck to say and they be knowing what the fuck to do. And I know, like, the last time I went to therapy, like I said, I haven't been since 2018, and now I'm looking for a therapist out here in Atlanta. I kind of have one in mind, but however, I remember my very first therapy session. I had a therapy session with my mom, and I said some shit to her that hurt her feelings, but she understood what I said. You know what I mean? Like, I had to call it like it was. I love you to death, Mom. I love you to death, but I got to tell you the goddamn truth. I ain't saying bad mama, because you're not. But I had to tell her the truth about how I felt about a lot of things that I never said to her. So, sometimes if your therapist know what the fuck they doing, that first damn therapy session would do wonders. I'm telling you, it would do wonders, because it's somebody that has a complete unbiased effect on on what they see. They don't know nobody in this situation. They're going by what is being presented to them, and that is the best thing about it. So then they talk about the seasons of relationships and how some people is there for a season. Sometimes people are there for a lifetime, which is one of the things that we talked about on the roast and review panel the other day with me, Josiah, and T. We talked about that. And it's all facts. It's all truth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is, relationships do have seasons, and some can live all 4 seasons, but then some don't last past the fall. That's just the damn truth. So we got to know that. Letitia says that she's happy that Trisha is getting the help that she needs. And I'm glad that she's getting the help that she needs, because you can tell that she is very much so, what's the word that I'm looking for? She's very guarded, and she really don't know how to move sometimes, because she's been hurt and she's lost a lot of people. And sometimes it comes across like she don't want to get too close to nobody because she's afraid that she's going to lose them or they're going to hurt her. And I get what she's saying when it comes down to that. I promise you I do. So Letitia invites Trisha to Bessemer. She wants, hey, Tracy, I appreciate your DM the other night. I really do. And Catherine. She said she wants to invite Trisha to Bessemer. So invite her to Bessemer so they can go and try Miss Wanda's truck, right? But Trisha won't be able to make it because it's Xavier's birthday. And Letitia is kind of mad, kind of upset that she can't come, but she do understand that that's her son's birthday. So she ain't really upset. She's just disappointed that she can't come. So then we get into Nell and Chris, and they start discussing the fight with Kimmy and Tisha. And, Nell was like, Letitia Scott needs to mind her own motherfucking business. Like, what time does the show start on the night? At 8 p.m. Eastern. she started saying that, Letitia Scott need to mind her own motherfucking business, and Letitia Scott need to do this, and Letitia Scott need to do that. And she said they was sitting up here telling me that, telling me to stop yelling, but I'm looking at them like, what the fuck are you doing? And that's the thing. I was saying the same thing. I felt like Kimmy and Tisha were gaslighting the shit out of Nell in that damn conversation. I definitely felt that way. And I remember last week somebody was in my comments talking about, it's obvious that Scotty don't like the Scotts. Girl, I like Kimmy more than I like Nell. Let's be real, but in the same breath, we gotta keep it a bean and we gotta keep it 100. They were yet like Kimmy was elevating her voice just as much as they were saying that Nell was, elevating her goddamn voice. She wasn't doing nothing different than what the fuck they were doing. So why the fuck they come to her telling some stop yelling, bitch? You stop yelling. How about that? You stop yelling. The fuck? What you talking about? Like, what are we talking about? You motherfuckers yelling too. So how the fuck you gonna tell Nell to stop yelling? And we do know that Nell yells a whole lot. I call that lady Yell. That's her nickname over here. But she really wasn't the only one yelling. And I just felt like Kimmy and Tisha was just gaslighting the shit out of Nell because she wasn't the only one. Like I said, she really wouldn't. Then Trisha and Letitia was like, and she's sitting up here yelling at me and stuff like that, like we supposed to be her kids and stuff. And ain't nobody got time for Nell to be yelling and all up in my damn face and all this other shit. And I'm just looking at Letitia like, so you and Kimmy wasn't yelling either. So we really gonna sit up here and act like the yelling wasn't on both sides. And Kimmy, you can't come at nobody and sit up here and say some shit like, and say some shit like, oh my God, what was being said? You can't sit up here and say no shit like, if you keep yelling at me, you're gonna get thrown in the damn pool. And I'm just like, girl, you can't threaten to throw nobody. You can't threaten to throw a bitch in the pool and think they not gonna go off on you, Kimmy. Like, who the fuck you supposed to be? It's a lot when I'm sitting up here agreeing with goddamn Kimmy. It's a time if I'm agreeing with not Kimmy, agreeing with Nell. And I don't never agree with Nell on shit. But Kimmy and Tisha was on some bullshit. And I don't give a damn who got a problem with that. I said what the fuck I said. She was on some damn bullshit, period. Both of them was. Let me see what else is going on here. So then Nell says that, Kimmy apologized to me. It was a public apology and I accepted it, but my guard is still up when it comes down to Kimmy. Normally, I don't accept apologies like that. I normally just let it go. You apologize and then it takes me some time to accept it, but she apologized, so it is what it is. So then he asked her where Nell and Letitia are. She said, we ain't nowhere. And I'm like, okay. Shout out to the 100 people that's in the building. So then Trisha says that she went to a therapy session with Dr. Francis, right? And she says that she visited her mother's grave for the very first time in years and she started crying. And Dr. Francis says that was a big move for her. It's a positive move going forward, right? So then it goes back into what I was thinking about. Now, my cousin Wanda has never visited neither one of her sons' graves. I didn't really know my cousin Maurice that well, but Martell was my dog. Like that was my dog. It was like my big brother. And I remember when we buried Martell back in 2022, when we buried him, she didn't even get out her car. Like she went to the burial, but she didn't sit up under the tent with the rest of us. Like she just sat in the car. When her sister was buried, she sat in the car. She didn't really want to go up there. And so when they would go visit Maurice and Martell's graves every year, she never goes. She hasn't been to their graves since somebody else's funeral because she never, ever goes to visit their graves. And sometimes I feel like my cousin Wanda needs to go and do that, because I don't think that she really has accepted the fact that either one of her sons are gone. So so I feel like with Trisha, she cried because she was finally letting it sink in that her mom was gone. You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you keep yourself from going to that grave, you really don't realize that. You realize that when you go to the grave, you realize that it's a done deal. When you go to that grave, when you have to go to that grave to visit them instead of going to their house and shit, you know that it's over. Francis says that it's growth. and they was talking about Marquez, and she says that she is separated, but she's been separated from Marquez for about 5 or 6 years, but their divorce is pending. And then that's when Dr. Francis says they're separated physically, but they're still married emotionally because of the emotional residue that she still has from that marriage. She says that Ken is strong, and she wasn't too sure if her kids was going to take to Ken the way that they did, but they took to him so well that she got jealous of the relationship that Ken had with the kids. And Dr. Francis wanted to know why she got jealous of the kids' relationship with Ken. Because for a long time, Trisha was the only one doing stuff for the kids. She was the one that they had to turn to. She was the one that was like, okay, Mama, can you do this for me? Mama, can you do that for me? Mama, can you do this? It was always her that they were coming to. But now that Ken is in the building, that's who they choose to go to over her. They'll go to him before they go to her. And now they make her feel like he's kind of taking her place in their life. So now she feels a little bit of jealousy towards him because her kids gravitated to him. Now, I was watching T's live, and he said that he didn't understand where she was coming from. I kind of understand what she's saying. Hear me out. I kind of understand what she means by being the person that was the only one doing for the kids and the only one doing that for the kids and doing this. But then this man that y'all don't even know like that. I've been in y'all life all y'all life. This man been in y'all life for a short time, and now y'all gravitating to him more than y'all want to gravitate to me, and I'm y'all mama. So why y'all don't ask me for nothing no more? Like, that's a mom thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when your mama is used to always being the one doing stuff and you turn to another person, you know what I mean? She no longer feels needed anymore. She doesn't feel like they need her anymore. And as a mom, you want your kids to need you in a sense. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you want your kids to come to you for what they need and what they want and what they desire and what they need. When you see them turn into somebody else, that kind of make you feel away. I know for a fact, like, when I wouldn't tell my mom certain stuff, and I would tell somebody else, she would feel away sometimes because she's like, I'm your damn mama. Why you not telling me? Like, why you don't feel comfortable enough to tell me? Why am I not your safe space? Like, I understand it and I get it. She says that she really can't deal with any more loss. She feels like every time she turn around, she's losing somebody. And she just rather be all to herself so she can keep from losing anybody else. Now, I understood that. She completely had a point when she said what she said. She had a goddamn point now. I ain't gonna sit up here and tell you no lies. She had a motherfucking point. She definitely had a point when she said what she said about what she said. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, I get it. I get it. Like, I done lost too many people. I don't want to get close to nobody else because I feel like I'm gonna lose them too. I've already lost my mom, I lost my sister, I lost my dad. Like, I lost all these different people. So at the end of the day, it's she's scared of that. But this is the reason why she's in therapy now, so she can get rid of those type of traumas in her life. So I do feel like they're focusing a lot on Trisha, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I am kind of here for her journey with therapy. Letitia, Kimmy, and Destiny. The girls are getting in the Sprinter van and they're headed into Bessemer. Letitia tells them that they're popping up on Wanda, and Kimmy and Destiny don't really know how it's going to be popping up on Wanda, because it could go either way. So Destiny says, well, where's Trisha? And then Tisha was like, well, I did invite Trisha, but her son's birthday is this weekend, so she can't come. She said, well, why Nell ain't invited? So then that's when they talk about the fight with, what happened with Nell at the party. And then Letitia was like, well, listen, I'm not about to keep on fighting with Nell. Nell is kind of like my mama in a sense. Like, she old enough to be my mama. Like, I'm not going to be fighting with her. And I just feel like Letitia was being shady, even though Nell is old enough to be a mama. But girl, you ain't got to say that. Destiny says that Tisha and Nell were both saying things about each other's husband. And Tisha was like, it was a joke to me, but she couldn't handle it because it was true to her. She's dealt with that with her husband, so that's why she felt some type of way about what the fuck I said. And then Kimmy said, Nell can throw messiness at everybody else, but when the messiness is thrown back at her, then she can't handle it and she can't take it. So then Destiny says that I don't really like being the middleman. So if you don't like being the middleman, why are you carrying bones? So Letitia says, first of all, do you see me? I ain't got to worry about another woman. I ain't got to worry about another woman. I ain't got to worry about another woman. How are you so sure that you ain't got to worry about another woman? I'm just being honest. Like the main ones that be saying, I ain't got to worry about no other woman. Do you see how I look? I ain't got to worry about no other woman. Be the main ones that got to worry about another woman. Don't be so sure, Letitia. I'm just saying. Destiny talks about her new film. It's an independent film that she's working on. So she got her acting chops together and she says she's enjoying it. She's also enjoying Googly Eyes' company. But she says that everybody has something to say about her dating around, but it's not like she's fucking everybody that she's talking to. She's just dating around. And that's what I was saying. You know what I mean? Like, just because she love them all don't mean she gotta fuck them all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta understand, it's okay for a woman to date around. Men do it all the time. You know, you ain't got to fuck somebody to be dating them. You know what I mean? Like, until you feel comfortable giving them some, then that's when you come. But until then, girl, you ain't got to do shit that you don't want to do, child. If she don't want to fuck a nigga, she ain't got to fuck a nigga. That's just that. That's how I feel. So then Ken and Trisha, they go out on a date. They're happy about the date. They said there ain't no kids around, so they can finally have some time with one another. And honestly, I can't say that I'm mad at them for that. You know, when you have kids and shit, then what I'm gonna say, but yeah. But people like, you know, when you got kids and you trying to get your date on, you be happy for the motherfuckers to be gone. I ain't saying I'm saying that like I got kids, but I see people with kids all the time. And you know, when it's time for them to get with their main, they be ready to get rid of them damn kids. I'm just saying. They discuss her therapy session, and you know, it's nothing but good feedback. I think that these therapy sessions that Trisha is going on are very therapeutic for Trisha because she's being open and being vulnerable about the things that she's experienced and the losses that she took and everything under the sun. So I'm not necessarily mad about her journey. Like I don't mind. Like I don't know. It's like I feel two different ways. Like I do think that this episode had way too much of Trisha in it, but I don't mind watching her therapy journey. You know, I don't mind watching her heal, if you will. I don't mind seeing that. She reveals that she felt that she lost her kids to Ken. And he was like, no, I'm not trying to take your place in their life. I'm here to help you. Like, I'm here to do the things that if you can't do it, I can do it. Like, I'm here to help you out. And, you know, she says that she understands that. But, you know, as a mom, she just felt a little slighted about her kids because they were running to him with everything and not really running to her with what they needed. And like I said, I understood where she was coming from. That's just a motherly type of thing, you know? That's just what it is. So I got it. Let me see what else is going on. And he says that he only wants to be with her. He apologizes for some of the things that he said in the past and that he's happy with her and her only. And, you know, she says that she's happy with him too. So now we in Bessemer, honey. We in Bessemer. And Miss Wanda is back, honey. And Miss Wanda look good in her confessionals, child. She got that makeup on point, got that bob on her head. Like Miss Wanda was ready for action, baby. And I was here for it. So, they go up there, and now I love Miss Wanda to death, but I don't know if I want no steak, potato, or nothing like that. Like some of that shit, because I've seen the potatoes on pictures and shit. Like, it be having green beans and shit up in there. Like, girl, I don't want all that and no damn potato. Girl, give me some chives and some butter and call it a goddamn day. I don't need all that. Anyway, Letitia tells Wanda about her issues with Nell. So I'm like, Letitia is doing what we've been saying that she be doing. And that is running to her mama for help. And my thing about it is this right here. Why are you running to your mama? Why can't you defend yourself? Why? Like, I get that Nell is your mama age, but girl, please, you're grown. The fuck you going to Wanda for? This ain't, girl, please. Like I rolled my eyes at Letitia when she was up there talking to Miss Wanda about that and saying that she need her help and basically saying that she needed her to go at Miss Nail. Like, here you go again, using Wanda as your mouthpiece. The same person that says that you don't use Wanda as your mouthpiece, and that's exactly what the hell you doing. That is weird as hell to me, y'all. And mind you, I love me some Miss Wanda, but girl, Tisha is in her goddamn 40s. Girl, give it a rest. Because I don't like telling my mama stuff. Because I know how my mama is. She going to want to try to fight the world for me. And girl, you 60. Sit your ass down. I don't need you fighting the world for me. I got this. Sit down. I know you protective over me and my brother and sister, but sit down. I got this. You ain't got to say shit. Move on. Okay? Like, what we doing? What we talking about? What's good? You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's not do that. So just like, no, ain't nobody got time for that shit. No one. So I'm like, Tisha, what the fuck are you? What are you doing? So then Destiny thinks that it's a horrible idea for Tisha to involve Miss Wanda. And to be honest, I agree with Destiny. It's a damn sure horrible idea for her to be trying to, include Miss Wanda in this whole damn situation. Because why, Tisha? Why are you involving her? Like, you're not you're proving everybody right. They be saying that shit about you. Like, I really want to see Tisha stand on her own, y'all. And me saying all this shit about Tisha, I promise y'all, this ain't me trying to drag Tisha at all. I just want to see Tisha like hold her own. And sometimes I feel like she don't be holding her own. She be looking for another motherfucker to hold it for her. Like, stop doing that, girl. Hold your own. Since we've been watching the show, my Miss Wanda been taking care of you and your damn issues and stuff. Take care of your own issues. Miss Wanda should not be cussing out Kimmy. Miss Wanda shouldn't have been cussing out Miss what's her name? Shouldn't have been cussing out Melody. But in the same goddamn breath, though, Miss Van didn't have no issue defending her daughter either. But in the same breath, I didn't really care for her defending saints and sinners either when she was doing it. The mamas need to stay out of it. I'd rather see the mamas go at it. I don't want to see the mamas go at it with the women. I want to see the mamas go at it with the mamas. And when Miss Wanda started reading Nell, I'm like, oh my God, this whole Wanda versus Nell shit is brewing, and I can't wait to see it. That's gonna be some TV for your ass. So when they were sitting at the table talking, Miss Wanda wanted to know that how did she find out about the situation, and that is when Letitia said, well, she didn't say it to me. She said it to Destiny, and Destiny came back and told me. So that's when Miss Wanda called out Destiny for being the bone carrier, which she is being the bone carrier. She was the one that brought back the tea, and Kimmy and Tisha reacted to it as they wanted to. So Ms. Wanda brings up that live that everybody saw earlier this year to Kimmy, and Kimmy says that she didn't watch that live and she don't care about that live. She don't know that lady, and she don't believe nothing that lady is saying about her husband, and that's just that on that. And so Ms. Wanda kept saying, if a man don't give you a straight answer about what the fuck he doing, then he's doing something. And you know what? I'm just saying, y'all, I can't say that I disagree with what Miss Wanda is saying. Because, here's the thing with men. I'm a man myself, but I done been through a lot of stuff as far as relationship goes, and I don't be quick to trust anybody's word. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I sit there and listen to what they say, but I wait for them to show me something. You feel what I'm saying? And when they show me that they're not lying, then I let it go. I don't have no more questions. But when I'm seeing something different, I'll be like, I gotta watch your motherfucking ass. Like, that's how I go. So Ms. Wanda didn't lie, but Ms. Wanda is back and she's ready to play with the girls. And I must say that I am ready for Ms. Wanda to play with the girls. Now, I see that my live was nothing but 30 minutes long, y'all, and I'm sorry about that. It does feel like I just ran through it, but it really wasn't interesting. This episode really wasn't interesting. The only thing that was interesting to me was seeing Miss Wanda at the end and Trisha's journey with the healing. That's it. But I see that we're having another Fletcher family dinner, and we're going to see Nell once again yell at our damn kids, and I'm ready to see that. Now, that is what I'm ready to see. I wish Alexi was there, because that's my girl. But y'all, with that being said, we're about to go on and get up out of here. But before we go, be sure to check out The Scene, ATL. It will be airing on the Stylish TV network on December the 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So be on the lookout for that. Be sure to pick up my book called That's Why You're Lonely. It's now available on Amazon and Kindle. All right. With that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boy's up out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one.
Things I wanna do to you, all the love you try to hide, deep in between those thighs. Ain't too proud to beg for what I want, ain't too proud to beg for what I need. If it's good loving that you want, you can get it all from me. Ain't too proud to beg for what I want, ain't too proud to beg for what I need. Good loving that you want, you can get